So just about set. Ready now. They're off and racing. And missing it was Hillbilly Pickin'. It seemed to jump in the air. Margaret's Missile goes back, and bounding out well was Pazaya. To its inside early was Quinky Deal, and sliding forward Oakfield Zena when they settle down. Cohesive looking for a spot. The outside of All Above, Hillbilly Pickin' picking up ground. It's over on the rails, followed by 2 lengths in the field to Rocket Dutta, Margaret's Missile, Yachty. And Zookeeper, he must have completely blown the start because he's only just tacking on here. 2.5, 3 off the second last horse. So Oakfield Zena and on the outside Cohesive now, they take it up. 1,000 metres to go. Oakfield Zena's work to the top. Half a length Cohesive. Pazaya third. Followed by All Above. Back on the inside, Quinky Deal. Then came Margaret's Missile midfield. One away, Hillbilly Pickin'. Further back then was Rocket Dutta. Yachty to its outside and Zookeeper the fence, approaching the home turn. And the front runner here is Oakfield Zena and Tyler Schiller, half a length on Cohesive. Pazaya third, tight for room. Then on the outside, All Above, followed by Quinky Deal. It's under pressure before the turn, and Margaret's Missile's wider out on the track. Oakfield Zena full bore. Cohesive moving up to it. Pazaya gets the rails run. All Above the outside. Margaret's Missile's trying to grind home. Inside the 250 here. It's Oakfield Zena. Cohesive. All Above. Next on the outside, Quinky Deal. Margaret's Missile. It's slow motion 100 out. Oakfield Zena just in front. The outside, All Above. Quinky Deal. They're across the track. Oakfield Zena, All Above, and Quinky Deal. Photo. Quinky Deal, the outside lunged, and it might have arrived, you know. Quinky Deal in a photo. From the inside was Oakfield Zena and All Above the centre. Great three-way go. Behind the Margaret's Missile, Pazaya, followed by Yachty, Cohesive. Then came Rocket Dutta and 2 more. At the end was Hillbilly Pickin' and Zookeeper's run last.
Well, either way it goes, it's Damien Lane. 4 or 8, 8 or 4. I think 1 and 3 for third and fourth in a bunch go. Gee, I like Luke's call. It was kind of slow motion there over the last 200 metres. Seemed to take them an age to get to the post. And Oakfield Zena just kept on plugging and plugging and plugging. And I think it's got beat on the line. I think Quinky Deal, who was under the whip there at about the furlong marker, Wayne, is rallied again and has got up to score right on the post here. So the fitness edge coming to the fore here in Under Roper, who knows the horse well, and getting the 2 kilo claim again has made a difference on this heavy track.
Yeah, definitely looked the fittest in the parade there. It was on its toes, and even in the run, it was well on the bit. She had a little bit of trouble getting back off the heels, actually. Cohesive, the one I tipped, I think that can't ride her up close like that. And a couple of the others, Zookeeper and others fancied there, were ruled out of the race. There's something not right there. But yeah, honest to a very fit Quinky Deal.
Well, it didn't really matter who got the photo, I suppose, and you got the Cornella. How about that?
Yeah, I don't know, did we? I think we might have just missed.
Just missed. Yeah, you did too. Sorry about that. But you got first and third. That's all right. The race fitness certainly told. Nana's claim helped.
Yeah, I think, them 2 things obviously a big advantage. And unfortunately with Oakfield Zena, just didn't get the chance to get that cover and sort of had to do all the work. And I had actually given up on Quinky Deal earlier in the straight, and I was cheering Oakfield Zena home. And then I thought, what's this thing flashing late? And but look, got to thank obviously John from Phil Park and obviously Bruce with the Oakfield horses, probably 2 of our biggest owners. And obviously one's got to win. And look, I think there's plenty of upside with Oakfield Zena. I think just probably the wet track and the mile sort of, she's going to improve off that again. And both really nice horses going forward. So happy for the stable and the owners.
Yeah, she was really tough, the third horse, Oakfield Zena, to keep on plugging there and nearly got away with it.
Yeah, look, she looked gone a few times, but she just kept fighting. And no, she's definitely got wins in store. And Quinky Deal, he's obviously a horse we purchased for John at the Breeze Up sales. And I think next preparation, when he goes out and matures, strengthens up a little bit, he'll run 2,000 and he'll be a nice little horse.
Yeah, that's right. He's certainly bred to get the extra journey. He's been up a little while now. He's earned a break.
He's gone for a break for sure. Yeah, he's done enough. And as I said, I think he's just got to strengthen a little bit, and we'll probably stretch him out in trip a bit quicker next time. And he just probably wasn't quite furnished enough to run the trip this preparation, but I think he'll be a nice little horse.
Good day at the office, what up?
Cheers, thanks.
Damien Lane. 2 runners, and let's have a chat to Anna Rope. Anna, congratulations. You know this horse very well, and it's a deserved win.
Yeah, definitely. He's had a really good preparation and his last couple of runs have been really good. I just think that big open straight today, away from Gosford, just really helped him out.
Really honest type, and Damien's saying he'll probably get out to 2,000 next prep.
Yeah, I think he will. He just keeps improving with every run. He's hitting the line really well. I didn't think he'd get there today. Like the 200, I thought I was a long way off him, but he really powered late.
How's the track?
Actually better than I expected. It's quite good.
Okay, well done.
Thank you.
See what happens. Small field over 2,000 metres. Stand by for a start. Gates open. They're off and racing now, and the four of them on their 2,000 metre journey. And what a dilemma, he bounded out okay. Favourite pushed to the lead by Schiller, and into the first bend he's half a length in front to Prince of Arundel. Tommy Berry letting him slide forward, and he parks second there over the crossing. Back on the inside, Mystic Diva just getting the head up, and Denarau is last as they head into the back straight. 1,600 metres to run. What a dilemma, leads by only a head here because Prince of Arundel is sliding up to him, and they go in unison down the back straight. They match strides here. What a dilemma holding the inside running. He shows the way, 1,400 metres to go from Prince of Arundel. 1.5 away, Mystic Diva, still pulling a shade on the inside. And Denarau is back last of all, only 2 lengths off the lead as they race in pairs. So not much has changed here. What a dilemma, the favourite. He was well supported into odds on, and he bowls down the back straight. There's been no real tempo. They're just going half pace here. What a dilemma. Why am I having such a hard time spitting that out? What a dilemma. 950 metres to go. Come on, son, lift. Half a length in front of Prince of Arundel, parked in second. Third, the outside was Denarau, and still Mystic Diva. Back the inside, fourth, has settled a little bit better now. So what a dilemma. He's coming down the side of the track, the favourite. He leads by 3/4 of a length on Prince of Arundel. Denarau slides up 3 wide before the turn and starts to creep into it. And Mystic Diva's behind the wall of 3. They're coming up to the home turn, 4.25 out. What a dilemma. He's being squeezed up now. Not an immediate response. Prince of Arundel's coasting the outside. Moves up to him. It's Prince of Arundel just in front of What a Dilemma, who's lifting. Denarau's full bore and quickly flat out. The outside Mystic Diva. 200 metres to go. Prince of Arundel's headed off What a Dilemma. Oh, he's struggling. Odds on pop. Gonzo. Prince of Arundel the leader. The outside trying hard was Mystic Diva, but Prince of Arundel is too good and wins. From Mystic Diva, What a Dilemma, didn't give much, and Denarau back last.
Good, thanks, buddy. Yeah, Prince of Arundel. Well, he's always promised that, Wayne, hasn't he? Took a nice ride today from Tommy Berry to get him across the line, well rated. Went up and just pressured What a Dilemma there in the lead. Everybody thought, I think, that What a Dilemma was going to get that soft lead. And although they didn't go, much faster than half pace, as Luke mentioned in the run, What a Dilemma was certainly felt it, I think, from Prince of Arundel. And when What a Dilemma started to flounder, it was Prince of Arundel, full of running, who's gone away to win well and get through the conditions nicely.
We said in the preview that they might experiment and sort of put a bit of pressure on there with Prince Arundel, go forward on him, because, as you say, his early doors, this horse showed a fair bit. And how often do you see the outsider in a damn small field get up and win? But it's good to see him win there today. He was tough, very, very fit horse on the live. Mystic Diva backing up from Saturday run well. Denarau seems, I know it's one in the wet, it just seemed to struggle there today when asked to go forward. It just couldn't.
Colin McCullough's going to come over and have a chat to us. It is Prince of Arundel proving too good today after a strong victory there. And Colin, he's always threatened to do that, and today he's finally put it together.
Yeah, look, I suppose he's been a little bit immature and a typical staying horse. We know he can stay now. He's won over that trip on a heavy track, so that's going to open up a lot more doors for him. So, look, we've been patient with him, and hopefully he can push on with it now.
Yeah, always been bred to get over ground, and Peter and Paul have been, nice and patient, as you mentioned, to step him up, incrementally in distance.
Yeah, that's it. He's still a young 3-year-old. You know, we're still talking early 3-year-olds. So, you know, the best is ahead of him, and hopefully we can get a result. But congratulations to the owners. They've been very, very patient with the horse. So, look, hopefully we can string a few together now.
Yeah, that's right. Sometimes when you break through, that can happen. Lovely ride too from Tommy, just you know, up on speed, and he showed some real fight there at the finish to put him away pretty well.
Yeah, look, we didn't want to complicate it too much in a 4-horse field. We just said don't lead. So he stuck to that instruction, and look, we reaped the reward. So, no, great result.
Well done.
Thanks, Chase. Cheers.
There's Colin McCullough, and Tommy Berry's going to come over and have a chat to us as well. I'll come over here. Tommy, congratulations. As you said, he's finally been able to put it all together, this horse, and he put him away pretty well.
Yeah, he did. Look, his run the other day was better than expected. They didn't go a great tempo, and he was left a bit out sprinted on the bend, and his last bit was nice, but today, obviously, smaller field, he was able to put himself there, and he found a bit of a turn of foot today, which the others didn't have, and that won him the race.
How's the track? How do you feel it?
Yeah, genuine heavy 8 to heavy 9, you know, so it's, but look, it's in good order. Grass is a bit long, but it's a bit hard to cut when it's raining, isn't it?
That's right, spot on. You know all about that.
Yeah, I do. Cheers.
Well
Thank you. Yeah.
Restonica, very forgivable last start at Gosford. See if he can get one on the board here. All set to go. Ready now. And they're racing, and Restonica jumped well off the inside, and Berry gives him a positive ride. He wants to put him in the race. And Restonica's got the lead early. La Freccia, Kimono handy when they settle down. The outside Sasson is rolling forward. Behind those runners was Tom Cruising. It's over on the inside of Hold On To Your Super. Late Night Talking and Noble Test, the last pair. La Freccia moves up now at the 850 metres mark and takes over. La Freccia strides a length in front of Sasson, and Restonica's third, the inside, the favourite. Then Kimono fourth, enjoying a nice run in transit. Hold On To Your Super over racing. Back on the inside was Tom Cruising, followed by Noble Test, and Late Night Talking sees them all. Approaching the turn, and they're bunching right up here. A changing race at the moment, because Hold On To Your Super was bolting, and it's up 4 wide now. La Freccia still the leader. Sasson, Kimono right there. Restonica's easing around heels. He's looking for a gap here is Berry, and he's getting it now. Followed by the next horse was Late Night Talking. Early in the straight, La Freccia boots 2 lengths in front, but Restonica closes. Favourite looming large. Further back was Noble Test, very wide on the track. 150 to go. It's La Freccia, headed now by Restonica. Restonica goes to La Freccia, who's wandering about under pressure. It fights on well. Restonica's hit the lead though, and he's going to win. Restonica's too good for La Freccia. Noble Test. Fourth, a photo finish there between Tom Cruising and Late Night Talking. Then Kimono, Sasson, and the erratic Hold On To Your Super.
2, 9 and 11. Wayne's best bet gets home. Restonica into $1.70 there. Very solid in the betting. Tommy giving the horse a very positive ride. This well-bred colt up on pace early, Wayne, and he really looked in control of that race a long way out.
He did. He's still a thinker, I think. They put the blinkers on him today, and I thought they were the difference, I think. Not quite sure if he loves that sort of heavy track, but he got through it okay. Good ride by Tommy. They put a bit of speed on coming to the turn, and he had a horse travelling very well. And the horse outside him, he's just a bit worried he's going to get caught in the pocket there, but got the run through. Wanted to race around a bit, so I think the blinkers probably helped him, and he can only get better being a colt.
Yeah, that's right. Wayne just made the point that he can only get better being a colt. The blinkers probably helped him a little bit, but he's still learning.
He is still learning, but yeah, it was nice to see him get a bit of confidence there. You know, he jumped really smartly. Tommy got him nice and relaxed. Those couple just cruised around him, and he was able to just, you know, find his way up the straight. A little bit of that one on the inside was making a bit of a mess of it, but anyway, he battled on, dug deep, and got the job done.
Yeah, exactly. That's what it's all about, isn't it? You know, with a nicely bred type like him, getting the win on the board so that he can progress through his career from here.
Yeah, no, for sure, and hopefully a little bit of better ground.
Yeah, exactly. Good on you, Victoria.
Thank you.
Okay, congratulations. Restonica getting home here, and it's an early double for Tommy Berry as he comes back to scale here, having piloted the Snowden runner Prince of Arundel to victory in the previous. But Of the beaten brigade, what have we got? 2, 9, 11 and 4. 4 gets the fourth placing there after the photo. Tom cruising. Late night talking, got a bit further back than expected. Probably didn't help. Got going late, but missed the first 4.
Yeah, I'm just wondering whether heavy track was any hindrance or help to it, but obviously the favourite got through it okay. But yeah, giving another one a bit of start was probably did get home okay in the end, but I think improved the experience being at the races.
Lafrecchia was another nice run, wasn't it? John O'Shea's run. I thought it was very impressive. A little bit, obviously a little bit green there in the straight, and might have caused a little bit of interference. If it had won, it might have had to go to the steward's room, but ran a good race and certainly one to follow. Only lightly raced type there. She's a shooting to win filly. That was only her 4th start at the races, Wayne.
Yeah, and the big boy come up and wanted to bully the little girl there, but she stuck on very, very well and sort of had to make the speed from there, and I thought she didn't give up. And Noble Test was a good run from the back, might be not far off winning a race.
All right, the 1 1/4, 1 1/2, 1 1/4, 1 1/2, 125.6, 35.81. Double for Tommy Berry. A nice positive beginning there, Tommy, and got the win on the board.
Yeah, we just wanted to be a bit more positive today with blinkers on, and he's been close. I think the bigger track along the straight helped him today, and hopefully that gives him a bit of confidence going with it now.
Yeah, still learning, but looks a nice progressive time.
It is, but you know, when they're that short, you want to see him winning, and we got the job done today.
Well done. Good on you, Tommy.
Thank you.
Okay, Tom.
Starter climbs the ladder once more. Looks as though they're right now. Off and racing. And caught them okay. Zara goes to the favourite about midfield into stride. It's a mad charge for the lead. Punching up the inside, Reby Princess. With it is Mr. Showman. And wider out on the track, Skiding. Back behind those was Hell's Itch when they settled down. Toward the rail there was December Sky as the speed comes out of the race. Wide out Prancing Lass. Zaragoza centre field. Just held up behind runners at the moment. Further back in the field when they worked down the side was Played an Ace and Preselli is last. Approaching the turn. Reby Princess able to slow them down. Shows the way by a neck on Mr. Showman. Skiting is third, followed by next in the field was Hell's Itch. Zaragoza just picking its way through the field now. There's some clear air. Gets to the outside and will get its chance. The short price favourite. 400 metres to go. Reby Princess the leader, 2 lengths in front of Mr. Showman. Zaragoza's being cuddled here by Zach Lloyd. He's yet to let the favourite go, and shortly afterwards Zaragoza hits the lead now. Zaragoza boots away. Reby Princess boxes on. Into the clear was Hell's Itch, but with 75 to go, Zaragoza is in front, and Zaragoza's going to win. Zaragoza too good from a photo. Hell's Itch and Reby Princess. Mr. Showman ran fourth, followed by Skiting. Next in when they pull up was Played an Ace, followed in by the next home, December Sky, Preselli, and last in was Prancing Lass. That was pretty easy work.
Was indeed. It's a back-to-back for the James Cummings runners. Both looked well placed down in grade. Market found them very well. Zaragoza even more heavily back than the last one, and has won that pretty comfortably there under Zach Lloyd. Came in to pay $1.40 on the tote, and started at $1.55 on the fixed odds, and a pretty comfortable watch if you're on the fade there, won't it?
That's how you want to see a jockey ride a horse on a wet track, to be truthful. I know he was only on the best horse, all that type of thing. You've got to keep him balanced, and he kept that horse balanced for a long, long way. As I said, probably knew he was on the best horse, and when he quickened up, I still think that horse is still learning a little bit there, but he looks pretty on it. Young Zach rides very well, and obviously I think a lot of jockeys ride a lot better on wet tracks than others, but it's good to see that horse break his run. Horse to follow, Hell's Itch, we mentioned before the race. Yeah, I think he might be in for a good prep.
Yeah, absolutely. Victoria, that was a nice win. It was pretty impressive.
That worked out beautifully for him, didn't it? Yeah, you know, jumped jumped nice and clean. Zach was able to get him in pull him back a little bit, get a nice bit of cover, but stay off that rail.
Yeah.
And he just worked through his gears beautifully up the straight, and ears pricked, loved it.
Yeah, much like the other one, Restonica, just getting through their grades nicely, and maybe to slightly easier races today, but they've been dominant and they'll get some confidence.
Yeah, no, for sure. It's good to see that obviously he handled the ground really well, similar to his half brother Osborne Bull. So
there you go.
yeah.
It's always a good tick, isn't it, when you get through some ground?
That's it. But yeah, no, great effort. He gets some confidence out of that. It's only his third run, so we can hopefully progress through the grades now.
Congratulations to you and James for the double.
Thanks, Jim.
Okay, there's Victoria Appleby. And one to come, of course, later on today in the second last, perhaps the last race of the day. Tipatina goes around with Tommy Burry on board as well, resuming off a long spell, but they certainly looked the two that were going to be hardest to beat. Both had come off very similar runs at the provincials on the Central Coast. Might have been at Gosford, I think, last start, in Restonica and also Zaragoza, but back here to the longer straight and the bigger track at Kembla Grange suited both, I think, today, and aided by some nice rides as well, Wayne.
Yeah, exactly right. His best horse in the race, as you say. The Wyong run last start was quite good. He got caught wide. He had to get sort of going and make his run fair way from home to get into the race, and it just didn't pan out, but I thought he held his ground quite well there. Again, I keep saying Hell's Itch might be the horse to follow out of the race. Gee, I liked his run there. He's maturing, and it looks like he's in for a good prep.
Zach Lloyd will come over and have a chat to us in his tick. The margins were 1.5 by a half head. 1:12.85 was the time for the 1200. 35.51. Certainly not overly slow, so maybe this track's getting a little bit better. Zach on Zaragoza, first ride in the race. Congratulations, Zach. That worked out really well.
Yeah, thank you. It was a very nice win. He's a lovely horse. He's obviously taken a bit of time to mature, but I think he's definitely got the ability.
Yeah, travelled nicely for you and seemed to get through the ground well.
Yeah, he did. The race panned out sort of as expected, and yeah, when you got a horse going that well on a heavy go, it makes life a bit easier, and just got to hold your nerve as long as possible, and don't try to get there too soon.
Well done.
Thank you. Thanks.
Okay. Thanks.
About to walk into the gates. Debut winner here at this track. Red lights are on now. Ready, racing at Kembla Grange. The Gift was a little slow. Can broke well. Looking for Katsumoto. Berry's just riding him off the speed today. He's about fifth, settling down, so Can leads early here. There's no speed to report. The outside pressing on now was Direct Fire to go outside of it, and Katsumoto wants to fire up with the slow speed. They were walking, and he gets up on the bit here, and he makes a line of 3 in the lead. The Gift also over racing. Back on the inside was River Frost, followed by Off to Hizzle, and Narrative is last. So a real muddling race here. 600 metres left to go. The front runner is Direct Fire, leading by a half length on Katsumoto. The Gift made a line of 3. Back behind those was Off to Hizzle, Can, Narrative. They come around the home turn. Inside the 400, Katsumoto and the Gift together. The outside Off to Hizzle, and Narrative's running on the bridle. Katsumoto about to be given a squeeze. He's just in front from Narrative, chiming in. Favourite No Good Thing here. Narrative's gone straight past. Narrative hits the lead, 100 to go from Katsumoto. Down the outside comes River Frost. Katsumoto coming back at Narrative. 50 to go. Can he climb off the canvas? Oh, you betcha. Katsumoto look beaten, but fights hard, wins. Narrative had it sewn up, run second. Third's a Photo, River Frost, and also Direct Fire. Back behind them was Off to Hizzle, the Gift, and it was one of the last to go by after race number 5.
He did look beaten, didn't he, Katsumoto? 2-4 and then 9 or 6 there. Narrative had the race shot to bits and had its backers cheering. But Tommy didn't panic, and he just able to soul the horse to give his best there over the concluding stages. That's a really impressive win, Wayne.
Look, he's had a bit to do with the horse, so he knows him. He was pretty kind on him through the race because he was over racing a little bit the first little bit and had to race 3 wide to come around him. Hit the front probably a bit sooner than he wanted to. Narrative made its run, and then he died on his run. He found plenty there. He might be a pretty handy horse, this little bloke.
Tell you what, Stephen, that was really impressive. You looked beaten there at the 100.
Yeah, he did. I won't lie, I was actually slightly nervous halfway down the straight there. But no, he fought back well and, showed he's got plenty of heart.
Michael's obviously got an opinion of this fella. He looks to have a very bright future.
Yeah, I know after Tommy that rode him there one morning back at home, he gave a glowing report back to Michael, and then we'll see where he can get to from here.
And he's ticked a box. He can get through the ground, and he's got a bit of fight in him.
Yeah, definitely. So we'll just see how he pulls up after this, and try and find something a little bit tougher for him next time.
Yeah, congratulations.
Cheers, thanks.
Okay, there's Stephen McLean with Michael Friedman, and Katsumoto, a horse that we can, I think, follow with a little bit of confidence, Wayne, after showing plenty of versatile qualities there. He was able to muster speed at his first start. Today he was able to sit off. He tended to sort of get a little bit keen there, but that was, I think, more to do with the slow speed in the race and a few of the others getting a bit keen around him.
And that he's got a lot of speed himself. So when he led here first up, he's just got that natural speed, hasn't he? But what I like about the horse, twice now, he's done it tough in both races and been too strong in the end. So he's doing things that other horses sort of can't do, or an ordinary horse can't do. So he's a nice horse, and when he learns what it's all about, well, he's got improvement there again, hasn't he?
Yeah, he does. The My Racehorse #1 syndicate, I think, are all here today to cheer him on. Tommy's going to go and have a chat to me first, I think, and then but there's plenty who want to pat him on the back, I think, too, after he's guided Katsumoto to victory here in a very tough victory. So great effort to this horse to make it 2 for 2 now. 2, 4, 9 and 6 across the line. And Tommy will come over and have his third chat of the day. So a rousing reception. See, I tell you what, Tommy, it's like the Oscars here, isn't it?
Yeah, no, it's a good crowd, and my favourite people at the moment.
100%. That's the way to cheer them up. Look, it was a tough win there. Look, he over-raced a little bit, but there was a lot of over-racing around him. It was a funny old race tempo-wise.
Yeah, it was. It was a bit different today. He was really fired up, sort of, going to the gates, and even in the gates he got a little bit hot. So he's probably coming to the end of it now. You know, he did a few things today that he didn't do the other day. So even though we weren't going quick, I was reluctant to send him a message. I didn't want him sort of ripping and tearing in front, and didn't want it set up like it was the other day. And I just held him together today. Knew I had a good turn of foot, and just hoping the winner went a bit earlier than me, the second horse, and we pegged him back.
Yeah, absolutely. He did look beaten there. Narrative loomed up and probably got, a neck or so in front of you.
Yeah, he was. And he was probably in the better part of the track too, a couple more horses out. But this bloke, he's Kiwi bred, obviously, so you knew he wouldn't have minded the wet. And Kiwis go all right, don't they, on the wet? It's good.
Yeah, you've been on him a few times now. You've ridden him in trials. How good can he be?
Yeah, he's a lot better than provincial grade, and I think he's definitely up to Saturday class. But as I said, this prep's all about teaching him, the rights from wrong, and he's still got a bit wrong today, and that's why he was back at the provincials and not in midweek class. So it's up to Michael what he wants to do, but he feels like he's not far off from a break.
You're going to get a pat on the back in a sec. Well done, Tommy.
Cheers, thank you.
Set to go now. Last one goes up. Race number 6 here. 260. She's Unusual. Lights are on. Gates open. They're off and racing now, and Altrove bounded out nicely from the inside. Showing speed was Rapid Outlaw. Underground Music moves up to be third. Then She's Unusual, followed by Long Memory. The Artifact and Zarros is last. They head up towards the 1100 metres mark, and the front runner is now Rapid Outlaw. It breaks out of the pack, and Rapid Outlaw takes it up from Underground Music, sliding forward to second. One away third, Altrove, and She's Unusual gets a good trail fourth. Followed by the Artifact, shaded and passed now by Long Memory, which is 3 wide, and Zarros last of all. Coming up towards the home turn, they've got 650 metres to run here. Front runner is Rapid Outlaw, half a length Underground Music. Back behind those was She's Unusual, looks to be travelling well. Altrove next, then Long Memory, the Artifact, and I don't think Zaros is getting through the conditions as they reach the 425. Front runner is Rapid Outlaw, one in front of Underground Music. She's Unusual, about to be called upon. Further back in the field then was Zaros trying to pick up later. 200 metres to go. Front runner Underground Music, Rapid Outlaw, and the outside now She's Unusual. Zaros is picking up. 200 metres to go. She's Unusual's hit the lead. Zaros keeps coming. 75 out. Zaros up to She's Unusual. They fired it out. Zaros has rounded them up from last, and T-Berry's got a treble. Zaros too good for She's Unusual. Third across, that goes to Underground Music. Altrove is in a photo for fourth with Rapid Outlaw, and tailing out there was Long Memory with the Artifact.
Tommy Berry. It's the Tommy Berry Show at Kembla Grange. That's 4 winners and 6 races for Tommy. Zaros, nice patient ride there. Settled back last, Wayne. And you're a little bit worried, I suppose, if you're on Zaros, thinking that she might have been too far back. It's never easy on a heavy track here at Kembla, as we know, to come from last. But she's been able to round up. She's Unusual. Looked to have the race shot to bits at one stage. Underground Music's boxed on, and Rapid Outlaw, who also led them up, has finished fourth. But she's got a nice turn of foot. She's a nice filly, this one.
She showed last prep that she had that bit of ability, only out of place once in the 3 runs. And I just thought today, he knew he was following the right horse, Tommy. He got on the back of Tyler on the favourite there. She's Unusual. And I might have been just in a bit of a hurry, She's Unusual. A little bit keen there with the blinkers the first time, but you can't make excuses. I think the winner was just too good on the day.
Colin, I always thought that, you know, first up, heavy track 1400 was a little bit of a query, but gee, she let down well.
Yeah, massive performance, to be fair to her. You know, she was probably not even up to the mark just yet, so there's still improvement to come. So, you know, come around the bend, you look like you were in trouble, but to be fair to her, she stuck to her task. Tommy got stuck into her, she responded well, and great to get a result from Mr. Iskander and Suman.
Yeah, she always looked a filly of much promise in her first campaign. That's a really encouraging first up run, and onwards and upwards to a mile or beyond, as you mentioned.
Yeah, absolutely, and you know, another string to her bow is that we know she gets through the conditions and relishes them. So as we know what autumn can be like in Sydney, that'll definitely open up a few more doors for her. But no, great result, and great to get that first up win on the board.
She showed she got a turn of foot, I think, when it was at Wyong or Gosford one day, when she dived back along the fence, and now she's shown she can wind up on a big track like Kembla Grange.
Yeah, absolutely, and she's tough, she's genuine, and that'll take her a long way.
Well done.
Thanks, Jason. Cheers.
Okay. Double. Colin McCullough for Peter and Paul Snowden, Zaros, and Tommy Berry. This is becoming quite the regular occurrence, interviewing Tommy. He won on Prince of Arundel in race number 2. He won on Restonica in race 3. He won on race 5, number 2, Katsumoto. And here he is on Zaros, winning race number 6. 4 winners for the day. She's by Exosphere out of Rawaya. She was a good race mare as well. Gee, we've seen some good race mares produce a few today at Kembla Grange. A couple for Godolphin and now one for Peter and Paul Snow. Congratulations, Tommy. Gee, she let down well.
Yeah, she did. Her trials have been really good, probably a little bit hidden, but her times have been great in them trials. She's been hitting the line well, and big job today. First up, 1400 off and on a heavy track, but Snowden's backed themselves. They knew they had her here in good order. We just wanted to give her an easy first half and bank on that good turn of speed that she showed, and she's come back a bit stronger this prep, which is nice.
Yeah, she'll get a bit further too on that.
Yeah, off that she will. She's very laid back filly, so it's hard to say she feels like she'll get further, but her turn of speed sort of suggests maybe she won't. So look, I'll just leave it to the team. Hopefully I'll get to stick with her.
4 on the day. Well done.
That's nice. Cheers. Thank you.
Probably not a bad sign if you're a fan of him here. Gelatin, he's right out the gate now, $3.70. Gelatin right out the gate here as they're set to go. Red lights flashing, there they go now. Starter said go, they're off and racing, and the favourite straight out the back, Tippy Tina. Bouncing well was Noble Attack, and Westgrove showing speed. Ly Sanders moving up to be handy. Gelatin settles just behind those on the inside of Denman Star, then Louis Legacy, Reggie's Folly. By 9 and Tippy Tina is last of all. He's about 10 lengths off the lead. Westgrove led to the 800 metres. 3/4 Lysander. One away third was Noble Attack. Back behind those runners then was Denman Star, enjoying a nice trail fourth. Then Gelatin, Louis Legacy, Reggie's Folly, By 9. And Tippy Tina still sees them all. They're coming down the side. 500 metres to go. Westgrove shows the way from Lysander moving up. 1.5 to Noble Attack. Denman Star. Gelatin just wedged away between horses. He's looking for some galloping room, is Gelatin, as they come to the bend. And favourite still last, Tippy Tina. Early in the straight, 400 metres out. Lysander up to Westgrove. He hits the lead now. Noble Attack. Louis Legacy's further back. Tippy Tina called upon. Just laying in a bit under pressure. Early in the straight, Noble Attack now has hit the lead. Noble Attack sprints to the front. Louis Legacy's trying to wear it down. Gelatin gets through near the inside. 100 metres out. Gelatin sliding through the inside. He's hit the lead. And despite a big betting drift, Gelatin is too good. Wins from Louis Legacy and Noble Attack. Fourth in, that looks like Reggie's Folly. Back behind those then was By 9, Tippy Tina. Then came Lysander, Denman Star, and Westgrove has run last.
Gelatin defies the betting drift late. 3, 4 and then either 9 or 7, I think. That's 2 tough wins on the trot, Wayne. It was a very determined win at Warwick Farm to break the maiden last start. Had to do it the hard way again today. And Rory Hutchings able to get the best out of this nicely bred colt.
He's a tiger. He's a brave colt. Good ride by Rory. He was a little bit worried where he was going to go there, turning for home. The runs weren't there when he needed them. All of a sudden it was. He had to squeeze through, which was another very, very good habit this horse has got, to be able to take those sort of runs and to fight them off at the end. The other horse, Tippertina, backed in. He just walked out of the gates, give himself no hope there on the wet track with the heavyweight, but did get home very well, trying about 4th.
2 tough wins on the trot, Stephen. Another one today.
Yeah, definitely. Look, I think from all reports from last start, he's actually a different horse here today to saddle up, which was good.
Yeah, very progressive type. Came a long way in his last preparation. As I said, went around in some pretty good company last prep, and looks to be capable of winning better races than this.
Yeah, definitely. I know early days Michael had a bit of an opinion about this colt. He sort of just went off the ball there a little bit, but he's starting to put it all together to now, which is great to see.
And nice if he can find a few more wet tracks. He certainly gets through it okay.
Yeah, definitely. Fingers crossed he handles the dry tracks as well.
Yeah, exactly. Well done today.
Cheers, thanks.
Okay, Stephen McLean doubled today for the Michael Freedman yard. They had a very good winner early in the day with Katsumoto. Tommy Berry was aboard Katsumoto, who made it 2 for 2, and Gelatin's made it 2 for 2 this preparation. Wayne in a very good display. Interesting to see the betting drift against him today, but I suppose we've seen a few where punters have been on the money, but this one certainly weren't keen on late, but there was good early money for him.
Yeah, I think the money come for Tippertina tells you he's in for a good prep. He must be going well at home.
Well, he got to the line okay. I mean, he had to come from last.
Big weight, wet track.
Yeah, and ran in, I think, to a back of one there at one point there. Tommy just had to sort of come off heels a little bit.
They can do that. They roll a bit around on wet tracks, but the winner's got to run through, and he ended up getting out into what he thought was a better going sort of after he got through and got that run. So very brave horse, this bloke, being a colt as well.
Yeah, absolutely. That was a strong victory, and Rory Hutchings back on his back again today after winning it at Warwick Farm, and has won on him for the second successive week. Good performance, Rory. He's a tough colt, this fella.
Yeah, he is. Took him a little while to break that maiden. Obviously, we always thought a lot of him. But every time he stepped out, he's progressively gotten better.
Yeah, he looks to have progressed nicely since coming back, and 2 good wins on the trot now, and onwards and upwards to perhaps better races.
Yeah, 100%. I think I finally figured out how to ride him, put him up just in behind the speed, because he shows a good turn of foot at home at track work, and I was riding him cold and trying to get him to sprint. He wasn't doing it at races, so 2 times I've ridden him just in behind the speed, he's been able to deliver.
Nice ride, well done.
Thank you.